Legends, you're in for a treat today on this video. When we were heading to New York, I got a message from someone a lot stronger than I am, and they said, "Do you want to come train?" And I said, "Of course." He goes by the name Torokhtiy, and you may recognize him from the Olympic stage, from helping thousands of people online with their Olympic weightlifting, to his brand Warm Body Cold Mind, which I use. There we go. Look how used these are. Like, I have used these a lot. On today's video, we're hanging out and he's dropping some serious wisdom. Please do smash that like button if you do enjoy it. And hey, the guy's a legend. I actually never met him before this, so... And maybe we just became best friends.
Hadn't been successful. To move a piece.
Let's go. Yeah, we're warming up. I didn't actually, so when, this is Alex. I don't know if this is right. I ChatGPT'd it earlier. 200 kilo snatch is the best you've hit.
Yes, 200 kilos in snatch. Kilos, 240 kilos in clean and jerk.
240 kit. ChatGPT coming through. All right, we turned up. He was like, I need to warm up his old body. So he said rowing to start off with. I said, all right, let's go.
Warm up.
Warm up. I don't usually warm up. I usually warm up with squats, you know? I'm like, if I'm squatting...
It will be like your training as well.
Yeah.
I will keep
and that's probably why I have worse knees. So, rowing, pistols, and some GHDs to start off before we hit some squats. I said today when we came in, we'll just do whatever. You know, it's been 30,000 steps a day on average, only 21,000 today because it's not the end of the day. And then we fly home tonight, so we're just hanging out. We're gaining knowledge. You know, the person that knows it all, until they realize that they don't. Think about it.
You are not warming up because you're young. Yeah.
Whoa!
Most of the time, yeah. People who are 35 and older will understand me.
I'm not going to give away his age, but he's 6 years older than me, if you can figure that out. And he's been weightlifting for over 25 years. When I asked him, he actually hasn't done a different sport than weightlifting. Pure weightlifting for 25 years. Still banging 170 snatches on the gram.
Sometimes all the training is a warm-up.
He said, it will take 30 minutes. I said, that's absolutely fun. Yeah, I'm reaching that threshold. 31. You can tell who the weightlifters are in the gym. 32. Oh, I don't even know my own age. That's when I know I'm getting to the age. You can tell the weightlifters in the gym because we're rowing with lifters. Get involved then. Just hurting. Like creaking. So I was like, I'm just going to take 12 weeks and just bodybuild. Just like do a squat program. Just straight weightlifting for 25 years.
Shoot. It was once after the Olympic Games, but...
Oh, this is well far. That's too close. I'll do it next round. You may have seen it. I don't have them in my bag. Warm Body Cold Mind. The weightlifting straps, programming. What else did it do? Programming, weightlifting, accessories. We were saying, he was like, maybe a silly question, but like, why do you train? And I'm like, it's because, like, it's my purpose. You know, like when I train, I just feel like, I feel good. You know, every day it's like, that's what gets me out of bed every day. Whereas he's like, it's a little different.
Yeah. I will say even like, it's completely different. For me, it's like not about my physical feeling. It's more about mental. Yeah. So I know that without training, all the problems that are going around, they will smash me.
Yeah.
So just physically, like to calm, restart during the training, and go back to routine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it helps me too mentally, but I thrive off training. I think that's why I've done a lot of different training. Right, he said this, for any weightlifter,
Number one exercise. You wouldn't put this over squats though, right? Or would you?
What?
You said this is number one exercise, accessory.
This one.
You wouldn't put it over squats or pulls,
No.
but after squats and pulls,
Press.
and a press.
Balancing. Anything like for coordination and balancing.
What's that?
Like snatch, balance, overhead squat. Squat.
Yeah, squat, more squat.
Plank. Like everything for the core. Like
I need to do more planks.
GSG, plank, yeah.
I need to do more planking. How long? I'm gonna get them weights on my back when we get home and start planking. Yeah. Training to be the next Superman. Get him a
I
cake.
saw somewhere in internet that the guy did like hyperextension with the bar, and after the full extension, few seconds pause. And it was a challenge, who will lift the more. Do you want to try?
No. not next to you, no. We can try if you'd like. What do you think you can lift?
20, 30.
I don't even think, with the bar like this?
Yeah.
Let's get that barbell, Jazz. I feel my glutes so much in that.
Yeah, glutes and back.
And hamstrings.
So everything would help you to keep this during the pull.
It's tight. The further the bar comes away, the more likely you're going to miss it.
Yep.
That's been the biggest thing for me with snatch when I was doing it, is that like, I found really locking it in my spine and my lats and my back means the bar stays close, and that's made the biggest difference for when we're banging lift.
All right, let me just talk quickly about the priming circuit that we did. Row, back extensions, single leg squats. We were talking about knee health, and Alex was like, his number one knee health thing was single leg squatting, but not like pistols where you smash into the bottom, your heel comes off the floor and you do it for time. What he was on about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this, right? Like this, where you load into the hips, you do it nice and slowly until your knee comes to the floor, where you load in your glutes and your hamstrings, and then you just drive back up slowly too. Since coming back from New York, I've been doing 3 sets of 10 on each leg every single day, controlled. My tendons feel way better, and my activation of my glutes and hips when I like sit back. Such a good priming exercise, such a good movement pattern exercise if you do it with control. So take it into your training, give it a go. I will not stop doing this exercise.
So the first one, what I'm most of the time doing when I'm not focusing on the classic movement.
Big man, good mobility. How much do you weigh right now?
110 plus or minus.
18 kilos more than me.
And then to finish, I put.
This is where he judges my mobility.
Yeah, great. Good for turnover. And then when you feel that you are done, stand up and high pulls to the chin, even higher if you can. Yep. 3 sets, and
I feel like I'm going to get schooled today.
and you will feel great.
I will feel great.
This exercise here, great for warming up the bottom position of the snatch, passively, like you don't even realize you're doing it. And then warming up the shoulders throughout range, great for the turnover and the snatch. And then the high pulls, we're just warming up them traps and them doubts. Good bit of movement programming. 2 great bits to warm up for the snatch.
Do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it. I didn't want to say anything. I was burning up quite a lot there in my traps.
Trying to keep it cool.
Trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to play it cool, my new friend. I'll do any sort of variation of snatch.
Yes, yeah, let's do the snatch.
40, 50.
20 kilos, 20, 10.
Yes. 50, 70, 90.
So, snatch, deadlift,
Yeah.
and muscles push, snatch, no sit. Deadlift, without the full extension.
Without full
Still over,
extension.
yeah, here, with the big chest at the top. Start position, muscles pull, snatch, contact, no jump. If you can, no fit, if you can.
Yeah.
Try.
Isn't it funny how you come somewhere and you feel like you're getting schooled? Like I've never done no foot snatch in all of my weightlifting. Never.
I feel it every day. Deadlift, big chest at the top. Yeah, great. No jump, snatch, no jump.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. Chest, great. Nice.
That's better. I'm getting it.
One more. Better, much better.
Third one, fat like
So
half.
what I like this one because with the deadlift, it shows me what I need to do during the snatch.
Yeah.
I need to stay on a full foot, I need to cover as long as possible. So I'm trying to copy this pattern from the deadlift to the snatch.
Yeah.
As long as I can.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's up to 80 kilos, and then I'm just doing my regular snatch.
Yeah. That was my problem when I first started snatching, is I would come on my toes too early. Whereas like my coach was like, those feet need to stay flat.
Yeah, and when you're focusing no jump, no feet,
Yeah.
you're grounded,
Yeah.
it's helpful. Like.
Yeah. And then I hit it on the stage.
So it's with the 90 kilos body weight, yeah?
Yeah. Well, 89 I competed at, but yeah.
How often do you do overhead squat? Yeah, are you doing the overhead squat? So I recommend you, like, just from my eye,
Yeah.
because you have a good pull, you have a good turnover. The overhead position, it should be just a little bit more confidence,
Yeah.
and just to feel that you're like
Strong.
overhead squat. At least what I do, because I have the same. At least what I do, up to 80% when I'm warming up, I'm adding the one overhead squat at the end of each set.
Yeah.
So 3 snatches and 1 overhead squat. That's
Just to get that stability.
yeah,
And that lockout. Like,
just to feel comfortable.
yeah.
You do like this piece of advice for people that are weightlifting and struggle with their overhead either mobility or stability. Next time you're doing snatch, up to kind of like 80%, add a little overhead squat at the end of every set. Yes, it's gonna make the set harder, but also in the long run, you're training to get better. Hard things build good, strong people.
Yeah, I would
Because I think that's 155, 160 you can do. Like, you have a great
This was on
pull,
the-
turnover, so it's.
I mean, this is slow-mo. I didn't have it in normal.
Sorry.
But then I did it once in training and then once on the floor.
Yeah, you are not overextending, so great.
It's up, not back, right?
I like. Nice. 155, 160. Yeah,
I feel pretty good after that. Today.
Today.
If I do that, you're running a marathon.
After leg, yeah, 10K of running. And then when you're older and older, the strength going down, but technical skills are going up.
Yeah. You want to find the marriage point. We were talking, he was like, I was saying like I've taken the time back to work on my strength, you know, because I feel like I'm a power and speed athlete, always have been, but I've not got that raw like strength. And he's saying like sometimes they marry up, sometimes they don't, but like for confidence building for me, getting my legs a little bit stronger and having this time to then come back and...
Because what you will find in 5 and 7 years, if you will continue to lift, that you will be able to lift the same or close to the same numbers what you lifted before, but at the same time you will squat less.
I don't want to squat less. It's like...
Man, one day it will happen.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
I can't
Sorry to
lose
tell you
much.
about this, like in 10 and 20 years, but it will happen.
I can't lose much of my squat. I'll be snatching more than a squat at that point.
But unfortunately, weightlifting without competition is not
Yeah,
a weightlifting.
pointless.
Yeah, it's just like
You got to get in there.
it's just a powerlifting.
Yeah.
And even like a lot of people told me that I need to gain through the third surgery, and I started to squat, and it's like it's gone. So one leg squat when you start like this,
And then do you go into pistol
yeah,
squat?
and
or
then you go, you lightly touch the floor with the knee.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing it every day now, you know that.
As a for bodybuilder, it's great.
Yeah, I like that. As a bodybuilder, that's great for. Yeah.
And like not overtrain, and not to.
Yeah, not sit under it either.
Yeah. And as long as you can keep this red line, as better your performance.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And this is the most challenging one.
Yeah.
Because if you just go a little bit up, then you go down for a week, and again.
It's like a thing that I always say, it's like, I would go in and have 8 out of 10 sessions every day of the week. Like, I would love that, you know, like maintain that. Because when you go in and you, obviously when you come towards an end of the block, 10 out of 10 sessions are great, you know, the big sends. If you're trying to big send it all the time, those 10s are going to turn into 2s. And then when you add up at the end, you've it.
Yeah.
You've tickled that red line and then you've gone well over it, you know what I'm saying?
It was like 32, 34. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
I've got 2 years to get into my power, you know what I mean? And then he says it goes downhill very fast, so get it in whilst you can.
You still don't feel like strong.
But then you feel the same, but you still like you became more often tired. You know, like you're trained, but you feel that the recovery are not so good, so and you feel like, oh. You need to squat heavy. Do you have a direct flight? So you will squat right now, then you will rest in the plane.
Yeah, 6 hours, overnight, no sleep, straight into tomorrow, we go again. Max out again.
This is what we call the rest.
Yeah. I am not going to be rested tonight. I am going to be wide awake. I'm really jealous of the people that sleep on planes. I'm even more jealous of the people that manage to fall asleep on the plane before the plane even takes off, and then they miraculously just wake up at the end. That feels really heavy. 30,000 steps for 3 days in a row, ran 10K yesterday. Funny how your body just depends on what you're doing, it's just in different states and you can't expect it to do great things all the time. We can just watch the big man squat, you know what I mean? That's a lot more fun. Look at that air squat, absolute air squat. Looks like you could have done a set of 30. What's the longest set you've ever done? How many reps? 2, doubles. No more than ever hitting 2 reps.
Depends for what, like.
But just longest set ever. I was thinking you could hit it for 30 reps this, but I'm like, you know, like, would your legs give out?
Like, I can do 10.
Say if someone was like, oh, you got to do 20 reps at 160, do you reckon you could do it?
I will do it. Now, yes. But when I was a professional, no.
So you're more conditioned now?
I mean, like, no, I don't need to follow the rules. That's,
Yeah.
Because when you're in a team, you know that you need to compete. It's your job.
Yeah.
So you're trying to to stay away from something what can damage you or.
Yeah. Like a 20 rep max.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
From your best front squat. So if, for example, you do 200 kilos front squat, you should be able to do 160 clean and jerk. 160, 170.
So I'm just really outdoing the ratio, but not in a good positive way.
You're just changing the correlation.
Yes, massively. Basically, my squat needs to be a lot better. And that's why I've taken this time to do this bodybuilding program. Today will not be an accurate representation, but...
Yeah, this doesn't truly reflect the effort you've been putting in.
No. He's like, you've been squatting and doing this program now for 8 weeks, 10 weeks?
My fault for making you run yesterday.
Yeah, I'm blaming Jazz on my running.
70.
He's saying that bad music, like bad words and aggressive music.
Like Soviet Union groups, you're gonna read, they have even one day necessary in the training program, Soviet Union, where all lifters have to go to theater, classic music lesson, or go to park, library, something beautiful like atmosphere.
So I'm going to start banging on Mozart whilst I lift.
I'll tell you one thing.
I don't know who this guy is. Well, we've never met before, but he's come in and just started throwing around barbells, and I like this guy.
Revolutionary.
Revolutionary. Country music makes me relaxed, so I'm just in there. Apart from the really sad, emotional ones that, you know, talk about breakups and stuff like that. You love that?
Breakup period is the best for like lifting, for results, strong, you're motivated.
Just go in there and just start smashing weights. Smash weights, not feelings. So this guy says, if you want to get really strong, find a Puerto Rican girl, fall in love, break up.
Latino,
Or Latino.
Colombian better.
Even better.
Good to know, but not to try.
I know why he's done this. It's for the photo afterwards.
To feel good when you are walking on the street.
Yeah, exactly. No one sees any other muscle other than your forearms.
Forearms and
Legs.
legs. Just like the signature of weightlifter.
Legs are a rite of passage. You've got to earn legs. If you see someone with big legs, you know they've earned them. Like, you don't just get them. There are genetic freaks that get big calves. But if you've got a big set of glutes, hamstrings and quads, I think even males look at them and go, you know what? What a legend. You know what I mean?
I will be ready as well.
We said next time we meet each other, we will both be ready. Today it was very half-hearted, I would say. From me, we just had a good, fun, banterous time. Because that's what bros do when you train.
Next time.
Next time. But what do you think I'll hit on the snatch this year?
So 155. You must. You should.
I must, I should. I'm going to write that on my wall. You must, you should.
And you
I'll look at it every day.
And you do.
Yeah, and I do.
It's something what I highly recommend to. Do you know Hampton Morris?
Yeah.
The guy from from America. That sometimes it's a mental plateau, and when you put the numbers on the wall, or like on a screen on the phone, it's helped you just mentally to crush the plateau.
Every time I have a shower.
Yeah, or
I do. You
in
know when
front
the
of
glass frosts up, when I was chasing the 150, every time the glass would frost up, I would write 150 on the glass. Wouldn't I? That was like my way of every time I would have a shower, just be
or
like,
in
remind
front of
yourself.
toilet.
Yeah, toilet, I could sit there. I spent a lot
And
of
like
time on the toilet.
concentrate, focus like.
Yeah. I could push hard at the toilet if I'm getting 150.
Push up. Reach up.
I would hook grip the rail on the side of the toilet, you know what I'm saying? We're going poo to failure. This is underground in the middle of New York. Jazz. This is the upstairs as well. There's a little bit of another room in there. What a cool space, just in the middle of middle of New York. You can literally go downstairs, slam barbells, walk out into the big city, and you're right next to the Empire State Building. Solace, strength and performance. All right. Time to go home. Last thing we did. Oh, it's raining. Raining. You see that blue up there? It's the top of the Empire State Building. Really cool. Huh?
Where's the microphone?
In my bag.
Okay.
Right, let's go home. Perfect. 3 days in and out. We fly in 4 hours. By the time we've walked back to the hotel, grabbed a tiny bit of food on the way, got the taxi, which is about an hour. Perfect. About 2 hours before the flight. If you're one of those people that turns up an hour before, you crazy. What a great trip. Yeah, we got a lot done.
Great gym.
In a great gym. Right. Legends.